one thing that I want to learn how to do that all the girlies are so good at, and maybe my hair texture is different like as I'm getting older, but like with my grays mixed into everything else. But like all of these flyaways everywhere, how do you guys get them to be flat? Like when your hair is down even, or like mine's like half up, half down, I still have all of this everywhere. I don't even dry my hair. So what's the secret?
This week has been crazy, so let's just recap on the fun that I had last week for just a minute before we get into this week's update.
Happy birthday, bud. Happy birthday, bud. It's your birthday. Good morning.
All right. I guess we should talk about this week. I've been actually sick this whole week while I was supposed to be on vacation. So this is the soup I made. This is my absolute favorite. I'm going to take you through it. This is all you guys need. So chicken broth. I get this kind of shredded chicken, egg noodles, and frozen and mixed vegetables. That's all you need for this super simple dish. This is Lucy, the African violet, and I pruned her for the first time today because I'm trying to get her to grow some flowers. Homegirl really likes to grow leaves, all right? She's a big leaf grower. And I also got some African violet soil coming tomorrow because she's been in this cute little purple pot, but I feel like I want her to be in something bigger. So I found this cute gold guy at Goodwill with a pot that goes inside that has a little hole for water. I don't know if this is the best plan, but it is what it is. I don't know. I might decide differently because this pot, I think it's a little bit hard to get in and out. Who knows? I did go thrifting the other day, you guys, before I was sick, and look, I found the cutest little like women's bathroom thing. Just a little like decor. It's chaos in the club right now, okay? So I took the whole week off of my hospital job to use my PTO, right? Because I haven't had PTO in like 5 years. And of course, day one of me being on staycation, I'm sick. This is day 2 now, but sick. So my whole goal was to show you guys like a week in the life of a day off, right? Or whatever that sounds like. My brain can't compute. But instead, I'm sick, so. This is the fit of the day when you're a sick single dog mom that has errands to run and has been sleeping for the past 3 days. Baggy pants, Crocs, hot lemon honey water, N95, hair in a bun. So, a new adult thing that I'm doing is drinking tea. I got a electric kettle, and if you guys don't know, so one, I'm not a Starbucks girly because, you know, boycotting, right? And with me feeling so sick the past, like, since Sunday night, I ended up going to Starbucks and getting a medicine ball. And if you don't know what that is, it's like, it's this drink that literally has so many flavors in it that it knocks your sickness out, okay? And I ended up getting that. I'm feeling better today than I have in a long time. Well, a long time. I'm being dramatic, okay? I'm feeling better today than I have since Monday. But I found this at Costco, and this has like a lot of the same stuff except for like not steamed lemonade, right? I think that's pretty much the only difference. And this has ginger in it where I don't think the other one does. But I don't want to buy a medicine ball at Starbucks. I don't want to support Starbucks. So we got this. We're going to try this. Anything to be able to work this weekend, right? So I did my little urgent care visit, and it's just a respiratory virus that's going around. I'm coughing a little bit. I don't want to cough all night. Let's try this tea for the first time together. I got the black one so it would match my like decor. There's a button. The other adult purchase I made today, the fibers. We're gonna be drinking the fibers at night because I've been hearing about how important it is to increase your fiber intake because of colon cancer and because like that runs in my family and like all this stuff. And so I'm like, okay, well apparently as a 35-year-old, my new life changes are I'm gonna be drinking fiber at night and hot tea in the morning. Tea in general. I'm not a tea girl, but I guess we are now. Is this what turning 35 looks like? Because I wasn't prepared for it. And I got the 2-for-1 because we went to Costco. Who knows? We're gonna drink it in my favorite cup. Let's see if my grip strength will allow me to open this. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Grip strength is not what it used to be. Smell test? It could smell better. It could smell better. It's a 2 to 3. That felt like it was heaping, so we're just gonna, I don't know. We're just gonna go for it. Okay, it's hot, so we're just gonna do a little. Not bad. Not bad. I think that if I did add the lemonade to this, it would taste just like that, but it doesn't have that, and I don't want to add that, especially like right before bed, but good. It does have like pulp in it, which, I don't know, makes me feel like it's more natural probably. Is that real life? We don't know. So I will say, however, there's no way I'm drinking this like in the next 5 minutes because it's freaking hot. That electric kettle, hot. Look at all my cups behind me. But cheers. Few sips in, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is actually really good. I'm pleasantly impressed by this actually. I tried green tea for the first time today and I'm not a fan of that. Definitely not a fan of that. But this, thank you Costco. Nice little $10 jar of tea jelly. Anything to make my day at work tomorrow go smoothly. I actually messaged my boss because this week I actually had taken off as a random PTO week just to like get school together and kind of like get ahead on stuff. And then I also wanted to work at my waitressing job to make double money. And I think I got punished for being greedy. I think that maybe that's part of why I was sick. But I asked my boss, I said, hey, well, like, I know I took PTO for this week, but since I'm sick and I would have called out anyway, can I just change that over to sick time? So I didn't just waste a week of PTO that I could have used sick time for. He, of course, was like, you know, I can't prove that you were sick, but it's kind of on the honor system. And I was like, well, I did a little virtual urgent care visit, so I'm counting myself as sick. So I get to use some sick time instead of my PTO, which means that I get to keep it, which means I have like, I think I'll be able to do the whole 4 days of this week as sick time. I'm not sure. I have to look at it when I get back to the office, but if I can do that, then I have 36 whole hours that I can put towards another vacation when hopefully I'm not sick. Today's the first day I didn't wake up with a sore throat. I did have a coughing fit in the middle of the night, which I always feel bad for my neighbors when that happens, but I just coughed into my pillow really hard. So I'm letting my hair down because I'm about to have it up all day at work. And I just washed my face and I got these Ella and Grace under eye patches that I've been seeing all over TikTok, and they also have them at Costco, but I want to try them before I buy like a big pack and spend all that money. I don't really wear under eye patches because I got big cheeks, okay? So they usually like make it so I can't wear them. So let's see like what really happens here. Let's do an eye mask, and I'm going to see how long these stay on for, but I don't love the fact that these are going to be like one and done. I've been seeing a couple ads about this company that has reusable ones, and then you just use your own like serum. So I'm not sure. I'll probably look into that more than these, honestly. Let's do our morning tea because we're starting that this morning, especially with me having to go to work today. I want to continue to feel good. I don't want to have a coughing fit at work because that's freaking embarrassing. I don't want to pee my pants while I'm at work from coughing so hard. Honestly, over anything else, I just feel kind of cutesy wearing these. Look, you can like see my cheek line. So, but that makes me feel like they stay well. I don't know, we're gonna see. Let's go make our tea for the morning. The first thing I do in the morning is to open my window a little bit because we like to have some air in here, some fresh air. See like the little pieces of orange in there, and it ends up in the bottom of your cup. Did you guys see that Dunkin' came out with the coffee bucket? Can we just talk about it? A coffee bucket? I mean, I'm kind of down though. I would be intrigued to try it once, that's for sure. There was a post that said, don't worry, if you come into work with a coffee bucket, we already know what kind of day you're having. And I said, you're not wrong. I do have to let this sit a minute because it does come out boiling hot, right? So I'm gonna let this sit. I'm gonna take Adobe outside and then we'll come back and drink it. Am I taking him outside with eye patches on? I'm one of those girls. He's just reading his emails. I look look a little crazy, but oh well. Let's see if it's as good as it was yesterday. It is. So, I put my hair up to walk the dog. I like to give my head a break because my hair is up literally all the time. But I was telling my mom that people online compared your dog smelling on a walk to like you going to Target or Home Goods. And my Target and Home Goods is Goodwill. Okay, I love a Goodwill thrift. I love a thrift store. There's a couple different like smaller thrift stores around here that I really like. And so I was giggling because on my walk I have nothing to do. I don't like to be on my phone during my walk. I like to just be on my walk going through my brain. And I was like, honestly, his walk is like Goodwill because he's like picking up other people's stuff because he likes to eat wood chips, he likes to smell pee and poop, and he's donating stuff too. He's peeing and pooping too. Like he's donating to other dogs' Goodwill as well. So it gives me a little more patience with him when he wants to smell everything. When I think about like, you know, I like to take my time through these places as well. So let him have his time too. Of course, Buddy, on the other hand, could care less about shopping. So he just goes outside. So far, I'm impressed. I've done a whole dog walk. I've ate, I've drank, and these suckers are on. I'm not sure. They are cooling, I would say. I'm not sure. I'm gonna see when I take them off if I like see any difference, because I won't lie to you, I don't necessarily have eye bags. I just got big cheeks that squeeze up my little eye socket. So I found that like the little eye serum that you roll on doesn't do anything for me because there's not bags. It's just big cheek. Just big cheek. Can you guys tell I feel better? Because I feel like I can tell I feel better. The only thing I will say is, you know how after you have a sore throat for a while and it goes away, you can tell that it was sore? It doesn't feel sore, but you can tell that it was before. That's kind of how I feel now. So I'm hoping that it continues to not be sore because I'm going to have to talk a lot at work. Or I'm hoping that it's a little bit slow today, so I can like recoup again today. I do have tonight off, which is going to be very helpful. I cannot believe I feel so much better. This is, thank God, man. I will say, I was telling my friend Asa that this was the perfect time for me to be sick because there was already coverage at work. I already had planned time off, so I didn't have to call in. It wasn't a surprise. And things fell into place really well with me already like having this time off. So they were able to get a float at work without a problem. It had been planned. And now finding out that I can change it over to my sick time because I was sick. At first I was nervous because my boss was like, well, I don't love that because I can't prove that you were sick. So like it's kind of an honesty system. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to seem sketchy, so I won't. And then he's like, well, I don't have a reason not to trust you. And I was like, well, that statement was a little bit weird to me, but you're right. And I am sick, so I'm the one that'll have to answer to my lies if I am lying. So I'm going to change it over so I'll have back a good chunk of my PTO time. I have time off in the end of April, and I thought about doing a trip if I get into a grad program. However, I don't know if I have the money for it because I am focusing on paying my debt off. So we're going to see. I would like to, if I get into a grad program, because it's a really intense 3 years, to do some kind of trip simply because I won't be able to do anything while I'm in the program. And it'll give me like a final thing before like pretty much the next 4 years of my life. Since I'm going to be in grad school, and then you have to do like a residency fellowship afterwards before you can be officially certified. And that's like 9 months to a year. Plus I'll be still working. So I think that I want to do a trip if I can figure out how to afford it. And then I can use my PTO. Maybe I'll meet my little sister in Europe because she's going to be in Europe when I will be graduating. I want to get a cap and gown. I want to do little pictures, but I don't know if I want to go to Utah for it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. This has been a chatty vlog. I hope that you guys have the best week. I am gonna make it a point. I will see you next week, okay? I'll see you next week. Love ya.